everybody, it is Friday night. You know what that means. Another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Yahoo! Oh, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I really do. I'm going to temper my anger for now. Yeah. Because this Friday, everybody loves Friday. I love Friday. The man behind the camera loves Friday. This kitten cosplayer over here loves Friday.
K-Storm cosplay.
Yes, I know who their name is. I'm going to introduce them.
I don't think the kitten cosplayer.
Anyways, so folks, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. I am your host, Jose Casabona, and I am also the host of the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock. who earlier this week discovered some very bullshittery news that I will share later today. And, well, let's just say it's going to be on par with Juan's hot tags. Speaking of which, joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week. Folks, show some love for Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister. I don't know why my voice cracked.
Are you
like Scoob? Yoinks! I'm over here tapping into Matthew Lillard in his early 30s.
Juan's nervous. Like, thank you, Juan. Thank you, Jose.
No, like, I don't know. No, it was a legit thing. Like, it just cracked.
And, of course, joining in the background, let's not forget, she is pretty much doing her own thing on an adventure, is K-Storm Cosplay. Yo. And much like all the other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep our lights on. However, there is a way that you find folks in hope can rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing what you do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, especially after the stream, because that lets the algorithm know that you like what you see and you want other people to see what you like. And also sharing our content across social media to your friends, family, loved ones, and everyone in your life who has an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And most important of all, making sure that you and everyone you refer us to are subscribed, and you hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content so you never miss a beat. The more people you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers come out of it, and before you know it, we'll be completely self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discounts for our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Jose, why don't you go ahead and tell us, by all means, what is it exactly that we do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review three of the most
like crackly throats. See?
Here on Wrestle Rewind, we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today. WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA.
Do you mind?
TNA Impact.
I was about to say,
That's the least of the damages I'm capable of doing! All I did was knock over
Mr. Casabona! By the authority vested in me by you as the producer of this program for your amusement, as well as outreach coordinator for this group, channel manager, and content editor, I hereby order you to continue this broadcast in a professional manner.
And now, folks, for a smooth Friday. Now,
dope.
Listen, if you're gonna quote private parts, you better expect me to play along, okay?
I was expecting you to play along. I'm just over here freaking thinking, okay, chill.
All right. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it when we get to it. Chill your dick. Pacify thy penis.
Okay, fair. Before we get to the review, to the weekly review, we're going to review the main event of this year's NXT Stand and Deliver. Juan, ring that bell.
Hang on 2 seconds. I gotta do a thing first. I gotta find the thing. Where is it? Is there no Stand and Deliver graphic?
Oh, wait. Is there? No, I moved it.
Did you?
I think you scrolled too fast. Go back up.
Hang on. There's nothing in there that says stand.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to download it, sorry. That's my B. That's my... Okay, that's my B. I forgot to get the image ready for it, so... dude, all you gotta do is just type in PNG.
Yeah, same diff. Okay, cool.
Fine, whatever, take that. Oh my god. But that being said, okay, raging aside, silliness aside, I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I really, I hope you did. It was a great week for us. I'm not going to get too much into it, but let's just say things are moving forward for us, and we are all smiles right now. We're not showing the smiles right. Well, okay, K-Storm is. K-Storm is smiling, and that's good. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right. Now let's talk about the main event of this year's NXT Stand and Deliver in St. Louis. Juan, ring that bell.
There we go. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, that was very weird.
What the hell?
Just roll with it. It's alright. Normally I get it from DeviantArt.
And normally the folks over here at freaking Wikipedia are better at this shit. God dang it. This is what happens.
Yeah. Alright, so this year's NXT Stand and Deliver takes place over at the Factory in St. Louis, Missouri, home of the soon-to-be 14-time WWE World Champion, if he has his way at WrestleMania, Randy Orton.
Wait, 14? I thought it was 13.
He is 13-time right now, but he's looking to become 14-time World WWE Champion.
Oh.
If he has his way, you know.
And if he manages to defeat Randy Orton.
If he manages to defeat Cody Rhodes.
I meant to say, I was looking at Randy Orton if he manages to defeat Cody Rhodes. Yep, my bad.
Yeah. Okay, so the main event for this year's NXT Stand and Deliver is a fatal 4-way contest for the NXT Championship. As the defending champion, the prestigious one...
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Thank you. Defends the NXT Championship against 3 guys from right to left. You've got All Ego Ethan Page, you've got Absolute Ricky Saints, and you've got Tony D'Angelo, the 4th guy in this fatal 4-way. The paisano, the Italiano from Chicago. He's ready to unleash hell. He's coming for blood. He's here. He's coming for vengeance. He's a one-man...
Boppity-boppity! Boppity-boppity! Idiot.
Juancho, by the end of this...
No, I'm going to leave it upside down for you.
By the end of this review, Juancho, you're going to want to step up your game.
What game are you talking about?
You'll see. Anyway, so... Fatal 4-way contest, no disqualifications. The champion doesn't have to be pinned to factor in the decision to factor in the victory. So yeah, the odds are pretty much stacked against the blue and white. I was gonna say the blue and white sensation from Scotland.
No, he's the local hero and the singing Scottish sensation.
Yeah, the singing Scottish sensation. Thank you. Oh local wow, hero. Wait, does that make him a triple S rank?
Actually, yes, it does.
Hey, that means he's smoking sexy stylish.
Indeed.
I thought it was 6 stylish.
Smoking sexy 6 stylish.
Oh yeah, smoking 6. Well, does it really matter?
A little.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay,
It matters a little.
Okay, stop wasting your time with that. Let's get to the main event.
Okay, let's go ahead and get going.
All right, so immediately Ethan Page and Ricky Saints start teaming up, and they start working over the baby faces. They start working over Tony D'Angelo, and they work over Joe Hendry, and we get a lot of silly silly little friendly shenanigans from two of these guys. I mean, look at them. They're locking in Boston single leg crabs like together as a unified Boston crab. Wow, such teamwork.
Also, I fixed it.
You fixed it.
It's gigantic, but I fixed it.
Oh. Yay! Whoa, holy shit, you aren't kidding
when I said I fixed it.
All right, so getting back to the action here. Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, they've been playing buddy with each other for weeks now. But the problem with colluding heels in multi-man wrestling matches is that things get pretty fucking stupid when it comes to deciding who's gonna take the victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when two bad guys decide to team up. Eventually, they both want the same thing, and eventually they are going to have to come to blows with each other.
There can be only one.
Let's see, the annoying Canadian asshole or the annoying, like, Afro-Latino asshole? I don't know. What
he's from New Orleans. He's Cajun.
Okay, but, like, I'm saying he's like what? He's like part Hispanic, too? Like also,
no, he's just part black.
Part black, like, so he's just half and half black and white?
Yeah.
Okay.
To my knowledge, at least.
True.
Okay.
What the deuce?
Yeah. So, Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, they're teaming up. They're getting silly with each other. And this temporary alliance doesn't last much long. You see Ethan Page go over to the top rope, and he lands a splash, and he nails Ricky Saints on the floor.
The betrayal.
Oh, the betrayal. We saw it coming from a quarter mile away.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
And this is after they put a hurting on Joe Hendry. Like, things are not looking good for the champ, but things are looking pretty dumb for Ricky Saints. Like, yeah, of course, Ethan Page is going to be the one to pull the trigger. What do you think was going to happen?
Hang on. Oh my god!
Don't choke on it. Don't choke on yourself. This is the perfect face that encapsulates, like, the whole thing. Oh my god! Guys, I think I broke Quan.
Let me get a load of this shit!
I saw!
What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Oh. Part of me saying, put this motherfucker on the main roster now, but the other's like, I don't want him to go yet. He's too fucking funny.
There's already reports out by the dirt sheets that apparently Ethan Page is one of the names to be called up to the main roster after WrestleMania.
Oh man,
I know. So you better enjoy him while it lasts. So
also, Mr. Geek Me Out's in the chat. Hey, Mr. Geek Me Out. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Did you hear about Hulk Hogan, the Real American on Netflix coming out April 22nd?
Oh boy, a documentary on Hulk Hogan. Haven't heard those before. Gee, I wonder how much information they're going to omit.
Pretty much everything of merit.
Yeah. Anything to protect that public image, brother.
No, you better believe that what's her face, with Brooke writing herself out of his fucking will, and Nick apparently he's got nothing to do with anything regarding his father anymore. The only person who would really be benefiting would be Linda, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Linda kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, so who's the fucking person benefiting from Hulk Hogan's estate, I wonder?
Whatever.
Also, I need to fix the date on this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I still left it from last week over here on the...
No, you're fine. That's a whole different can of worms that I don't want to get into.
Let's get back to the match, please.
Please, yeah, let's get back to the match, of course. So Tony D'Angelo having enough of this bullshit from Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. He gets back over to the ring, and he starts unleashing hell on all of them. He starts hitting Ricky Saints and Ethan Page with a series of suplexes and takedowns. The fans are loving it. And they worked earlier in the match. Ethan and Ricky were working over Tony D at ringside. They have the steel steps set up right next to the announce desk. And it looks like they were planning for something a little later, so we're going to come back to that. But anyways,
come back to that meeting now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
what the fuck is this?
So let me explain what happened here. So Ethan Page and Ricky States, they finally start fighting each other. And Ethan Page got the better end of it. He was about to,
ding dongs.
Yeah, it looks like Ethan Page was about to put Ricky through the table, but then Tony D'Angelo had enough of the shit. He ran. He made a beeline through the ringside. He ran up the steps and he speared Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. Hits a double spear through the announce desk.
God damn, hell of a spear.
I know. Look at all that starburst and Laffy Taffies.
Okay, no, but actually look at all the Starburst and Laffy Taffy, though.
Hey, man, if you're going to be on commentary all night, you got to stay awake somehow. Coffee ain't going to be enough.
No, like, for real, though. K-Storm, check it. Check out the little candy stash that these guys...
Yeah, look at that.
The commentary.
Hey, look, I think that's strawberry, and I think that's banana Laffy Taffy.
Is that a Skittles pack?
Is that? Yeah, it's a Skittles pack.
And Starburst.
Yeah. And Starburst.
The red, yellow.
Yeah, Starburst, Skittles... Laffy Taffy.
Oh, Vic Joseph, we can always count on you to bring candy. Anyways, so this double spear by Tony D'Angelo gets him all fired up. He goes back into the ring and he hits and he collides with Joe Hendry, the reigning champion. Joe Hendry tries to go for the standing ovation. Tony D'Angelo reverses it. He hits. You can see him fired up, like he's really energized. He goes to the ring, reverses the standing ovation, hits Joe Hendry not one but two spears in the middle of the ring, and then finally puts him down with the Farouk spine buster to finally pick up the victory. He is the first and only Grand Slam champion of NXT. Your winner and new NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo. Juan, step up your game.
Boppity boopy. Beepity boopity pop. What game are you telling me to step up?
The whole, the Italian jokes, you gotta get better, man. He's the champ now. He is the man.
I mean, yeah, he's the man. He's the top don of NXT now. He's finally got the big time. He's got the biggest brass ring there. And you gotta understand that. Boppity boopy. Beepity boopity pop.
Holy Oh my god, the Fatal 4-Way match was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, Tony D'Angelo, he's like the first ever Grand Slam champion in NXT. He's captured every championship. He's got the NXT title, North American, the Heritage Cup, and a two-time NXT Tag Team Champion. How amazing is that?
Pretty damn amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the top Don.
Hells yeah, man. That guy's been working really hard since 2021. And you know what? It's finally fucking paying off for him. Like, this is it. This is it. He's finally at the top of the food chain.
Well, congratulations, Tony D'Angelo, and let's see how the top Don. We're gonna see exactly how he responds to the NXT universe coming out and presenting himself to them as their new champion, as their new Lord and Savior.
There we go. There we go. All right. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get over to the fallout from Stand and Deliver.
You didn't mention what happened at Stand and Deliver.
Oh, yeah, no. Stand and Deliver was fun. Like, we crowned a new NXT Women's Champion in Lola Vice. Finally, she dethroned JC Jane in the opening triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruka settled her difference, her Yeah, her frenemy Azaria. The Vanity Project successfully defended the tag titles against Los Americanos.
Oh,
yeah, I know. And Johnny and Miles Bourne weathered the storm of Johnny Gargano and successfully defended the NXT North American title.
What about the women's North American title, Jose?
Oh yeah, that's true. No, Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe. Like, the main event was fun, but if it wasn't for the main event, that match stole the show. Like, it was freaking fun. It was amazing. The fans loved the match between Tatum and Blake Monroe. It was just a delight.
God dang. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it proper now.
Now, let's go ahead and get into the fallout as we return to the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. We open things up with the promo segment from the Grand Slam champion of NXT himself, Tony D'Angelo.
Yay. Okay, so what's the Don got to say?
So, yeah, no, the Don gets on the mic, and you know what? The fans are chanting, "You deserve it," as he does. Yay. And... yeah, no, he was just cutting a babyface promo. He was proud. He was happy that he's proud to call himself a Grand Slam champion. He's proud to call himself an NXT champion. And he's happy and he's proud of defeating all three guys in Stand and Deliver. Everything was going great. Everything's going fantastic until and then we get the interruption / promo train. You know, that shit that we hate.
Oh, boy.
So first we got Joe Hendry walking down to the ring. He's the first one to interrupt. And he, I don't know, this kind of sounds heelish, but he said that if it weren't for Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, he would have retained the NXT Championship.
So he's blaming the shenanigans of Ethan Page and Ricky Saints on the fact that
he lost. Yeah.
But buddy, you lost square. You got pinned clean. Tony D'Angelo didn't have to do any dirty tricks to beat you. He just beat you.
Pretty much. And then...
Henry, we love you, my man, but come on.
And then they were interrupted by Ethan Page, looking pretty dapper in his green suit.
Disgusting! With no socks, the both of them!
Hey, I'm gonna get to the other one later. Ethan Page crows about made a bragging statement saying that he pinned Joe Hendry and he deserves a right to challenge for the NXT Championship next. And then they were interrupted by Ricky Saints, who pretty much says the same shtick. And Tony D'Angelo is trying to shut everybody down, like, yo, it doesn't matter. I'll beat you. All of you got beat. All right, it pretty much trying to shut everybody up. And then the lights cut out.
Real quick, as the lights cut out, Jose. Also, up over here to Clay Lewis, aka the OTC. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. What's up, bro? How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. If this is your first time on this channel, of course, hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell for all alerts.
Now, what happened, Jose?
The lights cut out. And then the four men that are inside the ring gets jumped by none other than... it's Dark State. Dark State shows up and they jump the four guys in the ring and we get ourselves a Pier 6 brawl in the dark.
Pier 6 brawl.
Pier 6 brawl. Pier 6 brawl. Pier 6 brawl. Pier 6 brawl. Woo! In the dark.
Is it really in the dark though if they have a spotlight in the middle of the fucking ring?
Oh, shit, you're right.
Is it? Is it really?
All right, no, fair. Okay, so after the Pier 6 brawl happened, NXT General Manager Robert Stone ran down and set up an 8-man tag match between Dark State versus Tony D'Angelo, Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page, which, spoiler alert, the babyface, well, I don't want to call it the babyfaces, but the contingent, the NXT contingent defeated Dark State, albeit by some bullshittery from Ethan Page.
Wait, what kind of bullshittery did Ethan Page pull to win?
Tony D'Angelo was trying to. Tony D'Angelo tried to hit his finishing move, but as he was setting up, Ethan Page tagged himself in without Tony D knowing. So Tony D'Angelo hits the spinebuster, and then Ethan Page knocks Tony D'Angelo out with a kick to the face, and then he grabs one of the guys from Dark State, hits the twisted grin, and stole the victory for the NXT boys.
Okay, dick. God damn. God damn.
Ethan is good. He's really, really good.
Okay, Ethan knows he's getting called up. He is behaving like he knows he's getting called up. So, yeah, no, that little fucking smirk, that you showed on that fucking photo, goddamn.
That was awesome.
I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna take that screenshot.
It kind of reminds me of you if you had shorter hair.
And if I was Canadian.
Well, I don't. I mean,
buff.
I mean, he's not that
and
buff.
An infidel for wearing loafers with no socks. Yeah, you think I forgot?
Okay, fair. All right, let's go ahead and shift gears right now because despite the awesome sensation that was the NXT Women's North American Championship match, it appears that the match has not settled anything between these two crazy bitches. As we get some mixed tag team action as Tatum Paxley, the reigning NXT Women's North American Champion, teams up with Shiloh Hill to take on the NXT Women's North American Champion Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake from the Vanity Project. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah, Blake Monroe is going a little cuckoo here. She still thinks that she is she did not lose the Women's North American title, and she brought in her own custom belt. Look, on one side it's nice and pink and glamour, and on the other side it's all dark and red, and it says the woman from hell. You know, kind of like a Two-Face thing.
Okay, what? Also, I noticed that hers doesn't have her nameplate. It just has the NXT logo plates.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, no, but seriously, what the fuck, woman?
I know. What the fuck, indeed.
Okay, so it was Jackson Blake?
No, Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake from
Project?
Vanity Project teaming with Blake Monroe.
To go up against Tatum Paxley and Shiloh Hill.
Yep.
Okay, first off, before we get started, I just want to say kudos to the silly like friendship of Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley, because those two are adorkable in the best way. It is beautiful. I love it.
A lot of fans on social media are actually making comparisons to the pairing, by appearance only, to the pairing of the old WCW pairing of Crowbar and the late Daphne. May she rest in peace.
I don't think it was just appearances, eh?
Oh yeah, well, okay.
Daphne, crazy, creepy.
Oh yeah, true. It's not just appearance. Like, it's pretty much on par, and like pretty much note for note.
Close enough. Welcome back for the dead, Daphne.
I know. All right, but
for serious though, this is fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So the match starts off with, of course, these ladies playing tug of war with the belts.
What? Blake, you've got your own fucking belt. You've got your own fucking belt, woman. What more do you want?
Oh my god!
You're literally not the champion at all. But you're acting as if you're still the champion. What the actual F?
'Cause she crazy.
What's his face? In a backstage segment on this leading up to the match, Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley were talking about
Don't save that, because I actually saved it for the exciting segment.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
We'll get to it when we get to it. So, let's get to the action. I got pictures, please.
Okay.
All right. So, after this
so
silly...
excited.
No, it's okay.
Oh shit, here he goes.
We of course get some man-on-man action as Shiloh Hill gets the tag in, and he starts wailing Jackson Drake, a flying clothesline for the top rope, and he's just wrestling all over the place while also fending off the rest of the Vanity Project, who are at ringside.
No, the nerve of them.
And then we get some absolutely awesome mixed tag action from Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley as they lock in stereo surfboard stretches. Look how awesome is that?
Nice. That's fun. That is cool. She's going crazy, and little Jackson Drake over here looking like
he's going crazy.
He's looking like he's struggling on the toilet. He looks like he's going through it while he's trying to poo it.
Oh God.
No, in all seriousness though, this is why I like this pairing of Paxley and Hill, because they're both like they clearly have got chemistry. They've got a cool, funky personality. They banter off each other perfectly, just like chef's kiss.
It's great, yeah.
It's the good shit.
And yeah, no, it's amazing. It's fan freaking tastic. And of course, when we got back from commercial break, Shiloh Hill was once again having trouble with the numbers game with the NXT Tag Champions at ringside. Jackson Drake, of course, used this opportunity to capitalize and take control of this tag team action. Even at one point, Jackson Drake hit a super kick on Shiloh Hill so hard that it caused Shiloh's mouth guard to go flying into the air. And we all know that when his mouth guard goes loose and that teeth comes off, Shiloh Hill gets a little unhinged. He goes because Shiloh Hill gets crazy too. He starts going off on Jackson Drake and slamming him all over the place. You see this awesome power bomb, it's a trigger.
One-shouldered, one-handed power bomb.
Yeah,
dude. What the fuck? That's scary.
I swear to God, I feel like it's like pressing the dangerous red button when it comes to his mouth guard. It's like anytime the bell.
That's a great big threatening button.
It's like the old WWE matches when the bell rings and Festus goes from lethargic and lazy to oh my God, he's gonna kill you.
Lethargic and catatonic into Luke Gallows going crazy.
Yeah. Before he became.
We don't really talk that much about Festus anymore, has I?
No. I know.
Okay. It's okay.
Actually, you want to know something?
What?
The Festus thing came back recently in an indie show with Luke Gallows.
What the fuck? Seriously?
Yeah. As a joke.
No, okay. I was so he was just ribbing between him and Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were just brothering up.
They're just brothering up. All right.
Okay, cool.
And then Shiloh Hill hot tags Tatum Paxley into the match, and Tatum Paxley, she's working overtime. Check this out. She does. She took down two of the guys. She flies into midair, does an arm drag on Blake Monroe while kicking Jackson Drake into the ground.
Yo! Okay, that's fucking cool though. Okay, so she's like midair, fucking kicking Blake on the fucking jaw and arm dragging fucking Mariah May, fucking Blake Monroe. Yo! No, that is actually fucking athletic and fucking cool though, man.
It really is.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it really is. And just to make sure that Tatum Paxley stays focused on this delusional Women's North American Champion, Shiloh Hill goes over the top rope and hits a tope con giro to knock out the NXT Tag Champions at ringside.
Shit. All right. So yeah, he's helping clean house over here. That's a excellent tag partner move.
Of course. And in the final moments of the match, Tatum Paxley looks like she has it won. She's about to go for Cemetery Drive. Blake Monroe reverses it, hits Tatum Paxley with a headbutt, and then plants, unfortunately plants Tatum Paxley with the glamorous DDT to pick up the victory for her team. Your winners, Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake.
Oh, what a fucking ripoff! Bullshit! Boo! Boo this man!
But not the lady. It's kind of hard to boo glamour, Juan.
Boo the crazy lady! Boo!
She's not crazy, she's glamorous.
She's batshit banana balls insane because she thinks she's still a champion.
But she never lost it.
Yes, she did!
Listen, man, that was a freak occurrence.
She lost it just this past Saturday! She just now lost it! Officially! It's hers no more.
So clearly, this isn't over between Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe, and I want to see how much liberties that WWE takes with this rivalry. I want to see how crazy they can get with this.
All right, well, let's.
Because if anything, we fans love is crazy bitches.
Indeed.
Now let's talk about the segment that Juan was wanting to talk about. Actually, do you want to fill this one? Because you were about to.
Yeah, I was about to.
Do you want to tag me out? Like a safe tag? Not a hot tag, but a safe tag.
Safe tag?
Yeah, safe tag.
Safe tag repair, safe tag replace.
Yeah, because you're not angry.
Well, no, I'm furious. I just know how to freaking control myself.
Okay, well, you're not angry about this wrestling right now.
Yeah, no, not this.
Yeah, there, see? See, look, he's happy, and he's, oh God, that's not happy!
No, it's not. It's your ass cushion, you ass. Hi there, folks. Juan Arouse here, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, tech guru of the team, host of the Black Files and Disease, tag team partner for Wrestle Rewind. So, for this segment, they were for the exciting segment of the night. It's already there.
All right.
We have a little backstage segment that involved Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley, just like chatting it up. Just talking about like the situation they've each got with their respective rivals over here. He's talking about how Vanity Project is like messing with him and he wants to kick their ass and all. And Tatum is complaining about how she just can't get Blake Monroe to back the fuck off. Like Blake lost. She's not champion. She didn't win. And now she's parading around with her own custom championship. Like, the hell, woman? To which Shiloh Hill actually freaking mentioned, like, his, oh god, how you doing, guys and gals, people are. Today we're going to talk about a professional wrestler. Oh boy. No, he fucking did a YouTube video of something interesting regarding magpies and crows.
And octopuses.
And octopi. Because they happen to, one thing that these disparate animals happen to have in common is that they are attracted to shiny objects. And so if you ever find yourself dealing with a magpie, if you have like a coin you're not using, or if you're able to scrounge up a piece of tin foil or something to like reflect at them, like take it and like throw it away, and they'll go straight at it and they'll just collect that shiny stuff. He basically compared Blake Monroe to the animals there, because she's clearly batshit insane and she's clearly bananas, and she must be motivated by the fact that it's a shiny championship belt. So he's like, have you tried throwing some tinfoil at her? And Tame's like, wait, what do you mean? Like, no, dude, I talked about it on my YouTube. Don't you watch any of my clips? To which, of course, every party needs a pooper. That's the reason we invited apparently fucking absolute Ricky Saints to try to dunk on the kids. Try to make fun of our lovely
Ew, you guys are weird.
Yeah, he was trying to be the jock, making fun of our kooky, crazy, lovable, dorkable kids, to which Shiloh Hill basically scared him right the fuck off. Ah!
Yay!
And that was basically the end of that segment.
What are your thoughts on it?
What do you think my thoughts are? It was fucking fun. Character development! World building! Fucking alliances and people dealing with each other and like storylines commingling and coalescing and diverging from each other in different paths. You know what that is? Storytelling, motherfuckers. Jesus Christ. How about you?
I liked the segment. I thought it was really adorable, and I like the chemistry between Tatum Paxley and Shiloh Hill.
Aren't they the best?
Yeah, they are. They're great.
People are actually trying to ship them romantically, even though Tatum Paxley is already spoken for. She's married. Which, by the way, boys, F in the chat. Tatum Paxley is married.
Yeah.
Because I don't see you putting F's in the chat.
Hang on. I'm working on it. Hang on. F. There. With a happy face emoji. Oh, yep, she is married. The husband may have been fired from WWE, but he'll always have a place in her twisted heart.
A man can dare to dream. But I don't ship these two in a romantic way. I ship these two in the BFFs weird kids coming together way. It's like not even in a fucking romantic fucking angle.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
Boys,
Like,
Artemis is home.
yay! Artemis 2 came home.
Hooray!
Yay!
And it was all thanks to that to that freaking rod.
You mean the inanimate carbon rod?
Yeah.
In Rod we trust. Tagging.
All right. Come on, man.
Never.
This wasn't a hot tag.
I know. But if I don't physically abuse you with your own butt cushion...
At least once a day.
At least once in a while, I'm not doing my job as a tag partner.
Or a brother.
All right, fine. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the match of the night.
The lower...
The lower, yeah.
The lower
allow me to explain why this was a little lower. So first of all, it is announced that we are having another men's WWE Speed Championship tournament.
Wait,
Yep, because the reigning champion, Ilio Lafleur, unfortunately had to vacate the title due to injury. I believe it was a dislocated shoulder or torn rotator cuff, I'm not sure, but he will be out of action for a while. And so, a new tournament has been announced. And in the first tournament round, it'll be Lexis King going up against this newcomer from the WWE ID program. His name is Chaz Starboy Hall. He's actually very popular in the independent scene. He is the current WWE ID champion. He has wrestled all over the place. He has wrestled in the independents. He's wrestled in GZW. He had a cup of coffee over in AEW.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah.
Yeah, no, and Shotzi Blackheart actually mentioned on social media that she used to train the guy, and yeah, no, he's got a lot to, and judging from the buzz, he's got a lot to offer.
Really? Okay. Well, let's see how this match goes between him and.
But we also have to remember this is a speed match with only 3 minutes. Now he did a lot in 2 minutes because unfortunately. After 2 minutes, Lexis King reversed a shooting star press. He hits the coronation to pick up the win. And this is why this is in the lower part of my review, because I would have loved to see an actual regular match with Chaz Starboy Hall that goes longer than 2 minutes. I would have loved to see him. I would have loved to see a little bit more. Like, this match was okay, but like. It leaves me yearning for more. It leaves a lot to be desired. Does that make any sense to you?
It does, and I'm just over here thinking like, ow.
2 minutes is not enough, man.
For real. I want to know more about this crazy Starboy, Chaz Starboy, what's his last name?
Hall.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Time to Chaz it up.
Thank you. Now, the good news is there were no embarrassing or bad segments on this week's edition of NXT, so we're going to jump straight over to the honorable mention for this week's NXT, and it goes to the one-on-one contest of Sol Ruca and Izzy Dame. An incredible women's matchup, and it was amazing. Both these women pushed each other to the limit. Of course, Izzy Dame picked up the victory after some outside interference from Zarya, who speared Sol Ruca at ringside and allowed Izzy Dame to pick up the win. And then that whole post, and then she gave us this sort of sapphic moment in the ring where she kissed Sol Ruca, not in the lips, but like kissed her before slamming her head on the ground and giving us this pose.
Give us more Toxic Yuri NXT! Toxic Yuri! Toxic Yuri! Toxic Fury!
Oh my god! Get you a woman who...
folks, don't be shy. I know y'all are over here in the chat. Why don't you go ahead and say hi over here and let us know how what you're thinking.
Oh my god. I feel like there needs to be a caption for this. Like a get you a girl who caption, you know?
I get that, but also, ow.
All right, let's get over to the main event segment because, no, it's nice that we got a new NXT champion, but let's not forget that we've also crowned a new NXT women's champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the champ has arrived. Lola Vice is the new NXT women's champion. The fans are going crazy for her. The fans are also giving her a "You Deserve It" chant as well, as they should.
The beautiful... bootylicious, battling babe of NXT Underground herself is now the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shit.
She gets on the mic. She cuts an incredible babyface promo. She talked about how this was one of her dreams in the WWE, and that she has become the first ever Cuban NXT Women's Champion. So that's a hell of a milestone to put there. So that's awesome. But of course, interrupting the proceedings, wanting a little bit, wanting to cut this reign short, of course, is the former.
What the hell?
You jumped ahead.
Oh no, I hit 29, not 39.
There we go. The former NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, of course, flanked with the rest of the Fatal Influence. She gets on the
Fallon Henley and
Lainey Reed.
Lainey Reed.
Yep, JC Jane gets on the mic, and she made it very clear that she wants her championship back, and for Lola Vice to enjoy this short reign while she can, because that victory over JC Jane will never happen again. And she kept continuing with the promo, but man, the boos were getting loud, and I mean vociferously loud against JC Jane.
Wow. Like, okay, listen, folks.
Damn.
We can forgive the freaking wardrobe malfunctions that happened during the show. There's no need to boo her over that stuff, all right? I understand that some of you are prudes. I understand that some of you do not want to see beautiful lady boobalas on your television screen, and you have every right to not see it if that's what you want. However, this was a freak occurrence. You cannot get mad at JC Jane over it. This stuff happens, and we're not going to drag her across the coal for this, okay?
Exactly. And of course...
wait, that wasn't why they were booing her, was it? Okay, so these guys are just jerks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And of course, to finally settle this is the NXT General Manager, Robert Stone. He comes out and he declares that next week on a TV special called NXT Revenge.
What?
Weird name.
Weird.
Lola Vice will defend the NXT Women's title against JC Jane in a rematch. And then, oh boy, they do love to make the babyfaces look stupid, because while that was happening, the two ladies from the Fatal Influence were slowly walking behind Lola Vice, and Lola Vice was completely unaware, and they jump her. They fucking jump her.
Okay, no, what? Was Lola Vice not paying attention?
I guess not. She was distracted. I'm like, how do you get distracted from this shit?
For real, how though?
Oh my god!
Come on, Lola.
So they try to put a hurting on her. Lola Vice, of course, fights back. She fights off the 3-on-1 onslaught, and the show ends with JC Jane and the Fatal Influence scurrying back up the ramp with Lola Vice holding the NXT Championship up high.
The nerve, the gall, the disaster. That's a giant fucking avocado seed.
Damn.
Ball. Pit. Thing. Sorry, no, Kaser just showed me the thing of the avocado that we picked up for dinner, and the thing is huge.
It's huge, man.
Okay, but that's not what's important. What's important is, okay, this segment, okay, that's no way to fucking leave your brand new champion looking impotent. Alright?
Yeah! You made her look dumb, man. Jesus.
So they just jumped her. She didn't see them coming or anything like that?
No!
So she couldn't, try and, block someone's punch or whatever and, try to knock them down and then getting, freaking, knocked in the back herself or anything like that?
Are you looking at the picture?
I'm looking at the picture! I just don't want to believe it was that played! Come on, man. Hey there, Vicente Guerrero. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. We appreciate you being here. Hey, y'all. Good to be here, even if it's late in the reviews. No, we appreciate you being here, buddy.
Nah, you're good, man. It's all good. Now I'm just waiting for Mr. Quake to show up. All right. So, let's go ahead and shift gears, and let's go over to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Like the fuse, hit the boom, Dynamite.
This week's AEW Dynamite takes place over at Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The final the go-home show Dynamite before they head over to Vancouver, British Columbia for AEW Dynasty. And the show opens up with another piercing brawl in the parking lot.
But, hold on. What?
Oh yeah, it starts off with the Death Riders piling onto Will Ospreay, and then Will Ospreay got some backup from his friends over at New Japan Pro Wrestling and his wife Alex Windsor, and it is the United Empire faction.
Shit.
Yeah.
Why were they all dressed in suits?
I guess, like, uniformity or something. I don't fucking know, man. So, let me run down. Let's see here. Okay, so standing right here, the very first guy on the right is
Hang on. Let me do you a quick little favor.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, let's go down one by one of the members here. So, the guy standing right there is the newest reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Callum Newman. Then there's Alex Windsor. And then there's Will Ospreay. I don't know who that short guy is, but the other guy all the way at the end, he's got tattoos on his face. That is Henare. He is from New Zealand, and he is also, I believe he's also of Samoan descent.
Samoan Maori descent, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay, Jesus
I'm just saying,
Christ.
man. Yeah, no, either that or maybe it's a New Zealand thing with the tattoos on the face.
Yeah,
I've seen
like I said, Maori.
Yeah.
Maori, and freaking having, he's got to be Maori.
And then they all fight, and it's a Pier 6 brawl. Yay!
Pier 6 brawl.
Pier 6 brawl.
Hang on a minute.
What?
United Empire outnumbered.
Oh, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1.
3 dudes, 1 chick, 2 dudes. 3 dudes, 1 chick, 1 dude.
Huh. I did not notice that.
Where is what's his nuts? Wheeler Useless. There he is. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, Wheeler Useless doesn't count because I guess he gets his ass kicked all the time. And speaking of getting his ass kicked, he gets power bombed by Henare onto one of the cars in the parking lot, taking him out.
So we started off the show literally with a fucking brawl in the parking lot.
And they take the brawl all the way back over into the arena, into the ring, and then the Death Riders are sent running away. Will Ospreay gets on the mic and he challenges them to a Canadian chaos brawl later on Dynamite, which is the exciting match of the night. And I hate that I'm talking about this because I don't want to talk about the rape apologist Will Ospreay.
God damn it, Ostrich.
Yes, the match is dubbed Chaos in Canada, which is another way of saying it's an 8-man tag with no disqualifications, anything goes, weapons legal.
Lazy booking.
We're in Canada. You gotta say it in Canadian.
Lazy booking.
Eh?
Eh?
There you go. There. You gotta respect the culture.
Yeah, sure, bud. I'll respect the culture, all right?
Yeah, no, all right. Despite my
culture of its own dick out of its ass.
Despite my gripes about Will Ospreay, this was still a fun match to watch. And, of course, the match starts off with immediately the United Empire going after the Death Riders into the crowd, and it's just a huge-ass brawl, and these guys are pretty much all over the place, and they break out a lot of the tables set up, and you see Will Ospreay going for a Superman punch at a ringside trying to knock out one of the Death Riders. So that was cool, I guess. And then we get the action back into the ring, and this, oh god, this shit is sick. Look at Jon Moxley. He's just breaking off a piece of wood and just trying to stab. Yes, please, stab Will Ospreay in the face. If you do this, I will praise you again.
No, I won't. I fucking won't. Where'd you get the wood from?
Broken piece of table, I'm guessing.
Okay, why?
Because if it could be used as a weapon, why not?
Because it's stupid.
I mean, so is
It's stupid. They're both stupid. Stop being stupid. What the hell? This is so fucking weird. What, is he trying to fucking, like, give him a piercing? Is he trying to shove that giant piece of wood up his nose?
Well, maybe he just saw some boogers in there. He's like, here, let me get it for you.
No! I figured that would make sense with him being nicknamed the plumber by fucking Jim Cornette. I guess what, he's mining for booger sugar? Had he struck gold yet? Huh?
Well, he's trying to stick it to the man, bruv.
Oh my god.
I honestly have nothing bad to say about this one because I hate Will Ospreay and I like seeing him get hurt.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just the fucking nerve of this, guys.
So back to the chaos that is the rest of this Chaos in Canada match. That one dude whose name I don't know from the United Empire goes jumping off the ladder and collides with the rest of the Death Riders. And we also got some ladies action at ringside as Alex Windsor takes down Marina Shafir, who keeps butting into the business. And
butting into the business, aren't they a part of the match?
No, it's strictly 8-man tag. The ladies have no part in it, which doesn't make sense.
Which
but
explains why Wheeler Useless isn't in the match.
Exactly. Fucking Tony Khan doesn't know how to book women anyways. Callum Newman, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, goes on the top rope and hits a double stomp onto Pac, breaking the table, which is awesome. Actually, we get a really bad table spot during the match because the other guy, whose name I don't know, tries to hit the interfering Wheeler Yuta through the table, but he couldn't get the table to break. So yeah, the fans chanted, "I am the table." You idiots.
What the fuck?
And of course, as we reach the end of the match, Will Ospreay is in the ring with Callum Newman, and both Callum Newman and Will Ospreay knock out Pac in the middle of the ring to pick up the victory. So your winners, the United Empire.
Hey,
fuck
cool.
You, Will Ospreay.
What the fuck happened? Like, this is like, okay, I'd rather see the Death Riders. I'd rather see the Death Riders lose than Will Ospreay win, only because I think he's a bit too full of himself. But that's just me. The point is, this match sounds like it was fun. Sounds like it was dumb. Sounds like there was no rulings or any sort of conformity. But then again, what do we expect out of AEW?
Hey, anything to please the Canada fans, right?
Yeah, sure. Because that's the only audience these people perform for. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right, give me a minute. I gotta charge my phone.
All right. In all fairness, at least they got a good setup there for this match because of the opening segment being that they basically squared off gang warfare style before deciding to throw down and act like psychopaths.
Of course.
So yeah, no, like that is still making sense, and I am okay with that kind of stuff because it helps with presentation. Now, watch Tony completely forget these lessons by this time next week.
Oh boy. All right, now let's get over to the exciting segment, and I did have a giant laugh at this because now we get an in-ring promo segment from the former WWE World Champion and WWE Hall of Famer, the Rated R Superstar, Adam Copeland.
Cope.
No!
Yes.
We're not doing this!
You have to do it!
Damn it!
Branding, Jose!
Cope. I thought I was free from this!
So did I! Legitimately. I thought that Adam Copeland realized that it was a dumb name and that he would cast it off, but apparently not. Apparently he said, no, I'm going to stick to it. Okay. Even if it kills me.
So first of all, happy to see that Edge is growing his hair back. It's kind of weird looking at him with short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird for a while.
It was very weird. He gets on the mic. He talks about how FTR ruined their friendship. And he also talked about how, like, FTR expects Cope and Christian to lower themselves to make them feel better. And he pretty much says, like, hey, man, that's not how the world works. If you see yourselves as less than, as lesser than us, then that's not our problem. That's your problem.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. And then Christian gets on the mic. That's right. Christian Cage, Father of the Year, if it weren't for Juan Rouse's presence.
I mean, yeah, bitch. What up, Russo?
So Christian gets on the mic. Of course, he does his whole heel shtick like, FTR, shut your mouths while I conduct business. Right. And then he started, like, and then he actually...
Your fathers are dead.
No. He actually does a spin on his material. Instead of talking about dead fathers, he actually talked about, banging Dax's mom.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, so, no, I understand that you have a very sweet mother, Dax, and I understand that she's concerned for you, so I went over there to her, and to calm her down, I banged your mom. The fans were eating it up. He went from talking about dead dads to banging moms.
This is so stupid. I love it. Vicente Guerrero in the chat. Moxley got a piece of wood and was stabbing Ospreay. Not shocking for the former CZW heavyweight champion. Yeah, no, not shocking at all.
Yeah, not shocking, Kitty. Not shocking. I want him to do it more to Ospreay.
I would like him to just stop trying to be Mr. Hardcore all the time.
Listen, I'm only allowing it this one time, if only to see Ospreay get his ass beat.
Get his ass beat?
Yes! Shut up. So, Then the fun times were over because then out comes the AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR. They gang up on Edge. They knock him out at ringside. Then they start to work on Christian. And then they hit Christian with the Shatter Machine. They put him back up. And then, I kid you not, it's so fucking embarrassing. The manager, Stokely Hathaway, as you can see, hits Christian with a spear.
What the Stokely?
I'm going to say this again. Stokely Hathaway, the manager, hits Christian with a spear.
I'm short, I'm bald, I got no hose, I've been fighting my whole life. That idiot?
Yes.
Or, wait, he said no bitches, right?
No bitches, yeah. And then afterwards, the FTR proceed to Pillmanize Christian's left arm. And yeah, that's where we leave off with the segment. Like, this is definitely a good go-home segment before their tag team match at Dynasty. So, that was fun.
You've got to be freaking kicked. Like, this is insane. Holy shit. Okay, like, for the record, yes, this was fun. This was funny. I liked seeing Christian Cage being an asshole heel. He does that very well. That being said, god damn, man. Jesus. Do they have to go this far?
Yes. Yes.
They're raising the stakes, I guess. I guess they're trying to make the whole thing into a lose-lose scenario for Edge over here.
Pretty much. And like I said, this is a good segment to before their match. So, you know what? If they're going to get any type of heat, this is a great way to do it, because let's be honest, FTR are not good at cutting promos.
Correct.
All right.
All they have to do is sound mean and say mean things and wrong things, and while saying it very mean and wrongly.
While also making sure you don't drop the microphone by accident.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the match of the night. And unfortunately, I have to ding one on for the ladies. And this is a one-on-one contest for the AEW TBS Championship. As a defending champion, Willow Nightingale puts her title on the line against the returning Queen Aminata.
You'd think that she would be busy trying to it's too busy to come back to AEW Dynamite for a championship rematch. She's got to freaking work on blocking legislation to create the clone army. She's got to make sure that that peace with Naboo is maintained and the Trade Federation is prosecuted.
Oh my god!
She's wants to make sure that the Republic humanitarian aid it continues being funded. So. Yeah, I don't know how Queen Amidala finds all the time for this.
You asshole. But anyway, but jokes aside, yeah, no, Queen Aminata has been sidelined since last year due to an injury. She was also supposed to participate in the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship Tournament. But yeah, no, she was gone for a while, but now she's back. She's 100% healed. And this match was... it was okay. It was nothing spectacular. I thought, like, for the first couple of minutes, they did pretty solid. We even got a part where Queen Aminata forced Willow Nightingale to... like, she pretty much, Queen Aminata, like, rubbed her gluteus maximus against Willow Nightingale as one of her wrestling moves before doing a little bit of dancing, so I thought that was funny. And then everything got a little too weird and clunky. It's like, the two ladies were... Jesus, what the fuck?
You need to drink some water.
I'll get right to the point. So, it looks like they were hesitating to, like, pull some moves on each other. They were going a little slower, a little too careful. And it kind of looked clunky. In the end, Willow Nightingale hit the gut-wrench sit-out powerbomb to get the victory. So you're a winner, and still TBS champion Willow Nightingale. Also, we had Hikaru Shida, who was over at the crowd area with her kendo stick, and she was staring on for no reason. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my water.
Yeah.
On, fill in the time.
All right, so obviously when it comes to these matches, you expect good performance from Willow Nightingale. She is the TBS champion after all. She is an excellent athlete. But there's only so much you could do with your dance partner, in this case being Queen Aminata, who, from what I could tell, doesn't have quite as much experience in the ring as Willow Nightingale does. But like I said, you can only do so much with clay. But I digress.
All right, here we go. Let's see how much Juan's gonna get pissed off at this. So now we get to the really, really bad segment of the night, and it is the return of Chris Jericho.
Invented returning, baby.
Yes, look at him, draped all in purple glory. Purple is Juan's favorite color.
Don't remind me. I gotta look at it on Jericho now.
Yep. So Chris Jericho comes down. They're playing the song Judas. The fans are chanting Judas. Chris Jericho gets on the mic and he talks about like how he started his wrestling career in 1990 over at another town that's in Alberta, Canada, which town name I forgot. And then he talked about his career in AEW. He said like, yeah, I had some good times, and then there were some things that didn't work, and that's okay. But I'm not ashamed of it because, that's all part of wrestling. Wrestling is all about taking risks.
Yep.
So at least he owned that part. At least he admitted that a lot of his stuff was not good. So.
No, that's true.
And then he was interrupted by The Demand. Out comes Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. Toa Leona and Bishop Khan. Yep, they walk down to the ring, and oh my god, I was watching this, and I hated every second that Ricochet is on the mic and talking. He does not know how to cut a fucking promo, and the fans were booing so loudly. The booings was so loudly you could barely make out what Ricochet was trying to say, but thankfully I heard it. Ricochet was pretty much trying to tell Jericho, like, hey man, just go home. Nobody wants you here. Like, we're doing fine without you. Yeah, you had a good career, but nobody wants you back. That kind of shit. But he doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to cut a promo. And it's fucking infuriating. Stop talking, Ricochet!
It's okay, Jose. It looks like Jericho is about to do something to help resolve this.
Oh, yeah. Chris Jericho, because yeah, he's at the point where he's not coming up with new material. So he needs to borrow his own material from 10 years ago. Chris Jericho then grabs a pen and tells Ricochet, you just made the list.
Oh! The list of Jericho!
Oh, no!
Baby. The list has returned, baby!
Wow! Original! Amazing!
Hey, you know what? Anything to shut Ricochet's stupid mouth up. He either doesn't know how to be an actual heel, which is why he gets himself clowned on all the time on social media, or he does know, and he realizes just how stupid his ideas are, and how badly people need to know that, so that they don't accidentally ingest your product and die.
And there's still fan outrage against him over his shit with the incident that happened on Twitter. Like,
holy shit.
That wasn't an apology. Come on. Let's not kid ourselves.
Willow versus Aminata was so bad it made Jose sick.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously, what the
God,
fuck?
That women's match shouldn't make me choke, but it did.
So
but that being said, I really did like this segment. It's like looking at, oh my god, like, this isn't even the case of the lesser of two evils. You've got one guy who's really fucking awful, and being a crybaby on Twitter is not helping him. And then you have another guy who doesn't know how to retire.
Well, you see, he's got bills to pay, Jose. I mean, like, being a man-whore rock star in his mid-50s doesn't pay for itself. And that's not a cheap lifestyle, Jose.
Oh, God.
Alright, well, okay, so all he did was just put them on the list. He didn't attack them or nothing?
He put them on the list, he punked them out, and then he signed a new contract for AEW. And apparently he signed to a new multi-year deal.
God damn.
Great! I look forward to seeing more of Jericho.
More of this, please? So wait, he doesn't even attack these guys?
Nope. There's no fight. He just punks them out and leaves.
Holy fuck. Get it off my screen.
Thank you. All right. Now, before we get over to the main event, let's talk briefly about this honorable mention. I couldn't find a better resolution picture of it, and it is a match between Tommaso Ciampa versus Máscara Dorada for the top for the number one spot in the Casino Gauntlet at AEW Dynasty. So, to paint a picture, Kyle Fletcher is currently out on injury, torn meniscus. He was forced to vacate the AEW TNT Championship. Very much sucks. Hate to see that happen to a good guy. So the Casino Gauntlet will be happening to crown a new AEW TNT champion. Hence the participants here, Tommaso Ciampa and Máscara Dorada. And these two guys put on an amazing, incredible, non-stop steel show wrestling match. Tommaso Ciampa is incredible. He's an incredible technician, and he knows how to work the moves and counter moves against Máscara Dorada. And Máscara Dorada, he's just incredible, dynamic. I must say, with his lucha libre repertoire to keep the former NXT champion on his toes. It was such an amazing match to enjoy. So good. So good. If it wasn't for the chaos in Canada, this would have been a pick for my exciting match of the night.
Right. And you would have been totally within your rights to do so. Like, no, this match sounds like it was pretty damn cool. How long did you say it lasted?
It went past the commercial break. Tommaso Ciampa picked up the win after hitting the Project Ciampa, and he hits the running knee onto Máscara Dorada's face.
Okay, ow. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. But it was fun. So, Tommaso Ciampa won. And now let's get to the main event segment. And it is an in-ring promo segment featuring Canada's own Best Bout Machine, the god of pro wrestling, not by us, but by the fans of New Japan, Kenny Omega.
Yay!
That's right. Kenny Omega is here. The fans are going crazy for him. The fans love him. Of course, he's in Canada. It's kind of hard to hate him. But then again, there's Don Callis. So,
yeah, funny fuck.
Yeah. Kenny Omega gets on the mic. He talks about his upcoming match against MJF at Dynasty. He talks about about the things that that MJF does. That really doesn't get under his skin. Like he didn't get angry when MJF mentioned Kota Ibushi on last week's contract signing. He didn't get angry when MJF mentioned the whole diverticulitis bullshit. Like none of this stuff phases him. But once he becomes the AEW World Champion, he will finally rid AEW of the toxicity of the garbage that is Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was a great babyface promo, and of course, not letting this one go. Kenny Omega is interrupted by MJF. Yep, MJF joins in on MJF joins in on the fray. Kenny Omega, these two guys go back and forth. MJF then talks down to Kenny Omega and says, like, "Hey, man." Like, he pretty much says the same shit. Like, I'll defeat you. Oh, I'll defeat you at Dynasty. And the reason is because you're not at the level of the devil. Because my name is Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I'm better than, and you know the whole shit.
Yep.
And then Kenny Omega tries to offer a gentleman's handshake again. And MJF refuses the handshake, and he tries to go for a sneak attack, but Kenny Omega immediately checks him with the V trigger, and he calls out MJF in being very predictable. And he said that he studied MJF for a very long time, and yeah, no, it's amazing. Like, that's where the show ends on AEW Dynamite. Like, he pretty much said, like, nope, it's not going to end the same way at Dynasty.
Holy fuck, goddamn Kenny.
Yeah, no, Kenny Omega versus MJF. Looks like it's going to be an awesome main event.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You good over there, man?
Holy shit, I'm actually enjoying something from AEW.
I know. Jericho and Ricochet promo notwithstanding.
You doing?
You're doing, yeah. Oh, my God. All right. But yeah, that was fun. Now, normally this is the part where I would segue into talking about this week's edition of TNA Impact. However, if you caught my earlier rage on this program, which you haven't, which is okay, there's a reason why I'm not talking about TNA Impact this week, and possibly for the foreseeable future. And where do I begin with TNA Impact? So, first of all, I do want to say that I am happy that Impact Wrestling returned to being called Total Nonstop Action Wrestling at the beginning of 2024. That was awesome. That was cool. Everything was fine. And you know what? There was a bunch of changes that happened since the beginning of 2024. Anthem Sports fired Scott D'Amore, which a lot of fans didn't like. I didn't like it, but I moved on from it. And then over the last 2 years, there have been some departures from TNA Impact. A couple of wrestlers have left. And then TNA Impact struck a partnership with WWE, and as part of a joint partnership with TNA and NXT, which has been fun so far. So we're doing all right. And yet, something ugly always manages to piss on the punch bowl. Piss in the punch bowl. Juan's about to share an article right now from ProWrestling.net. So the latest news that just broke out is pretty simple. There was apparently a couple of matches scheduled over at WrestleCon during the week of WrestleMania, where TNA talent were going to face off against AEW talent, but TNA Wrestling has just pulled their talent from the matches due to, quote, partner conflicts.
What?
Yeah,
and this was written out on
on Wednesday,
April 8th, by Jason Powell, the editor of ProWrestling.net.
Yes, TNA wrestlers are being pulled for some independent wrestling shows. The company pulled Moose from a scheduled booking on Maple Leafs Pro Wrestling. Yep. And event that will be held on Friday, April 18th during WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. TNA issued the following statement to Mike Johnson, a PW Insider. TNA wrestlers were pulled due to partner conflicts. Now, Johnson wrote in a previous report the belief that it was that Moose would have been in the ring with talents from other promotions, and added that it was very likely AEW talents. And this is let's see here. Right here's Powell's
POV. Jason Powell's POV.
Okay.
So this is his personal opinion here.
Yeah. Do you want to read this one or nah? Well, we could just skip that.
HT to... I don't know what that means. To Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, who has also reported on the story, the partner conflicts line seems to support the theory that TNA will no longer allow its wrestlers to share the ring with AEW wrestlers. It's unclear whether this is the company's decision or if they were pushed to do it by their television partner or WWE. Johnson's report adds that TNA's concern, quote, seems to be centered around the idea that somebody could conceivably show TNA talents in a bad light or losing on rival programming. I checked the calendar and it says 2026. I had to make sure, because the idea that a wrestler or a company could look bad if a wrestler lost to someone from a rival promotion feels like it's from a different era. If a TNA wrestler loses to an AEW wrestler, or vice versa, I think it makes both companies look good for putting aside any politics and allowing the match to happen. And while some independent promotions are bigger than others, I suspect that most pro wrestling fans wouldn't even know the match took place. The vast majority of fans who would be aware of the match would not look at the home promotion of the losing wrestler any differently.
I think we can stop right there because, like, this is where
his opinion
here. But we can stop right there because that's basically covering everything in a whole here. And yeah, I agree with that. And you know what else? You know what else TNA just did by pulling their wrestlers out? Fucking with their money. Pro wrestling is a business. These independent wrestlers, they need to work. They can't just work at one company. They need to take bookings. They need to make money. How else are they going to be able to put food on the table, not just for themselves, but also for the independent wrestlers who have families to feed?
Jesus fucking Christ, Jose. I ain't seen you this worked up in a while.
Oh yeah, and now and just to add a little more fuel to the fire, MJF chimed in on this whole situation. He called in during an edition of Busted Open Radio, and he gave his piece on the matter. Yeah, now this is an article, of course, from from the New DQ podcast website, nodq.com. Let's scroll down to the actual quote here.
This is written out by Aaron Rift yesterday, April 9th.
Yes.
Thursday.
All right, scroll down to the quote here, all the way down.
I guess
Yep, there it is. He said here, and I quote, let's talk about
TNA and the fact that they're pulling young talent off of shows when they're barely paying them any money whatsoever and telling them, hey, you can't wrestle because there's a guy from another promotion that's wrestling on this show. Does that help your talent grow? Does that help young talent become better inside the square circle? Moreover, does that help young talent put food on their plates and the table so they can eat? What Carlos Silva is doing is disgusting, and if anybody supports him or that company at this point, it's very hard for me to wrap my head around. Now, let's also talk about the fact that Nick Nemeth is completely terrified of me. And all of this, in my opinion, is just some blatant weird conspiracy and excuse because he knows if he gets inside the square circle with me, he's done for.
Okay, that last part, he's just playing up his character with Nick Nemeth. But everything else, he's kind of proving a point there. And that little jab that he said about barely paying the TNA wrestlers any money, that kind of corroborates an earlier story from former TNA wrestler former TNA knockout Steph DeLander. In an interview back in March, Steph DeLander made told some stories, and they could be easily dismissed as accusations, but she told stories that A, TNA Wrestling does not have a medical staff, and B, all the wrestlers most of the TNA wrestlers are only being paid per appearance.
Fuck. Look,
and some of them are even working for free.
And just real quick, I see the El Juggalo in the chat. Hey up, the El Juggalo. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Whoop whoop. Stranglemania card got announced. Big names have been confirmed to have matches on the show. Awesome. Looking forward to hearing more about it.
That's great. But yeah, no, getting back to this matter. Getting back to this freaking asshole bullshit here. Yeah, no, this, like I said, this goes back to what Steph DeLander said. And here's the article to prove that. This was published on March 10th, 2026.
And this is from
Andrew
Sportsnot.com.
Yep,
March 10th, so 1 month ago officially. Yeah, the headline reads, former TNA star exposes company's cost-effective pay strategy that hurts wrestlers. Yeah.
Why don't you take this one?
Steph DeLander and her husband, Mance Warner, have officially parted ways with TNA Wrestling. In an interview with Sean Ross Sapp for Fightful, DeLander pulled back the curtain on the financial and logistical frustrations that led to their abrupt exit. The former TNA star revealed that the majority of the TNA roster is no longer on a conventional salary. The reason for that is due to them having transitioned to a pay-per-appearance model that leaves talent vulnerable to sudden scheduling changes. Ouch. DeLander explained that under the current management structure, wrestlers only receive payment if they are present and used at a taping. This day rate system can lead to financial instability if a performer is left off a loop or if tapings are infrequent. DeLander noted that while some long-tenured talent may still be on an older, salary-based contracts, the new standard in the company is a lack of guaranteed income. This is something that can that can create a problem. What she says here, as far as I'm aware, most talent aren't on salary. They're on pay-per-appearance, which basically means if you get booked for this day, you'll get paid whatever your rate is. It's not a conventional weekly salary paycheck. You can go months without getting paid if they don't book you, DeLander stated. The final straw for the couple reportedly came during the preparations for the upcoming TNA Sacrifice and Impact tapings in New Orleans, scheduled for March 27th and 28th at the Ilario Center. DeLander revealed that she and Warner were initially booked for both days, only to receive last-minute email informing them that they were only needed for one. Because independent wrestlers often plan their months around these dates and decline outside bookings to remain available for TNA, such changes can have a financial impact. Quote, even for the tapings next week in New Orleans, we were told we were on both of them. Then I got an email saying they were only needed for one day. That was kind of part of what made me think, like, okay, I'm unbooked for one of the days, which again also means you're not getting paid for one of the days, she added. Son of a bitch.
I was willing to let it go after hearing TNA Wrestling not having a medical staff. Apparently they only have a chiropractor backstage to help out. But when it comes to fucking with their money, you're messing with their wrestlers' pay, That's where I draw the line. That's where I put my foot down. I am not going to be personally supporting or covering TNA wrestling anytime soon, not for the foreseeable future. I'm sorry, but this overall direction that TNA management is having right now with the wrestler's salary and with their health and well-being, enough is enough. I am done. You're not paying the wrestlers the money that they need, and you're blocking them from wrestling from performing other independent shows with other wrestlers from different companies. What the fucking fuck? All
this
because
is some petty ass '90s Vince McMahon. Like, late 80s, early 90s Vince McMahon, oh, I'm so broke, but I'm going out here in a fucking neck brace because I'm being sued by the government. Bullshit.
All because Total Nonstop Action Wrestling is choosing to bend the knee for their for WWE.
Is that what's actually happening?
Well, that's just
that's a thought. That's an opinion. That is not fact. We do not know why. We must not make any assumptions, because anytime you assume, what happens?
It makes an ass out of me. It makes an ass out of Ming, and it makes an ass out of you, but mostly Ming.
No, I said assume. Oh, dork.
Ah.
You were trying to go for a joke, but you didn't catch the fact that I was playing it straight.
I know. I'm trying to. All right. Well, regardless, I am wiping my hands clean of TNA wrestling. I really don't like the way their overall direction is right now. It's just not right. It's not good. And if I watch this any further with all the shit going on, it's going to make me want to hate wrestling. And I don't want to hate the thing that I love. And Vicente Guerrero's on a comment saying, how shocking, TNA is fucking talent out of money. Could be the WWE influence. Shane Douglas said on his YouTube channel, WWF was paying $50 in 1995 D. Douglas days.
Like, paying $50 like per show? Jesus Christ. See what that was exactly what I was referring to here. How they were getting shorted that way. But I sincerely doubt that this is anything WWE related, because these changes had been going on for a little while now, haven't they?
They have been going on, yes.
How long has Stephanie Lander been in TNA before she left?
She's been with TNA since, I want to say, sometime around 2023. Or 2022.
Then she already knew about the per appearance day salary bullshit.
But that still doesn't absolve TNA wrestling of any.
No, I never said anything about absolving them. I'm simply saying that she's known this for a while.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Oh no, don't worry. We're about finishing up.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
I know. I'm showing you.
Yeah.
It looks great. It looks yummy. So my final. So my final thoughts on TNA wrestling. Sorry, I'm not going to be covering you anymore.
You said for the foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable future. And and as far as the management goes, the guys who are in charge, go fuck yourselves. Juan, ring the bell. Now, for this week's edition, now for AEW Dynamite, this show was actually freaking fun. I loved it. Despite my gripes against Will Ospreay, the chaos in Canada was fun to watch.
It was still silly to me.
It was silly, but fun. The fans loved it. I liked the promo segment with Edge and Christian. And let's see, the opening, the other matches were pretty solid. I didn't really care. I don't care for Jericho, and I care even less for Ricochet. It was just nothing but bad shit. And I don't know, man. I don't like this. If I were Jericho and if I wanted to return and have one last run with AEW, I wouldn't start off by doing a program with someone who's already in hot water with a lot of fans on social media.
Well, it makes him a very easy babyface to cheer for.
I guess, yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh my God, wow! It's almost as if he planned it that way.
Yeah, who'd have thought? The wily, almost 30-year veteran of professional wrestling, picking out the easiest target to get cheap babyface heat. Wow, yeah. It's almost as if he knows how to do his job.
I know, right? Now, this week's edition of NXT was also fun. I loved there was a lot of matches that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the women's matches in particular. Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame was fun. I loved the mixed tag match. That was enjoyable. Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley are just are just great. They just have amazing chemistry. Like, not just in the ring, but outside in promo segments. It's just a lot of silliness. It's fun. You love it. I want to see more of Chaz Starboy Hall. I want to see more of that new wrestler. I want to see more of this of the WWE ID champion and see what he brings to the table on NXT. And I think that's gonna be amazing. I didn't like the main event promo segment where they made Lola Vice look like an idiot with the Fatal Influence. That took me out of it. That jumping from behind really took me out of it. I hated it. I didn't like it. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition. I have no idea if I'm going to be doing one next week. I might take another. I might sit out next week. I might not.
Maybe you'll cool down. Maybe you'll say like, "Fucking, I'll give TNA a chance for the other wrestlers, not for the fucking management's sake." That kind of stuff.
Maybe it's something for me to think over. All right, but until then, Mr. Juan Rouse, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best of the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell, stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Rouse and K-Storm Cosplay, I'm Jose Casabona. I support the wrestlers in TNA, but fuck their management, and fuck Carlos Silva.